Good morning and welcome here on YouTube, and welcome to another spread here in my Monday morning mixed media series. And I left you here last Monday, and this is a spread for today, and this will be the last spread. So this is day 22 we will do today. And what I have been thinking of doing today is inspired when I took my rings on, and I chose this one this morning. And yeah, it is just some small beads. I haven't made it myself. I have bought it at a crafts fair somewhere, but it is black and white. And then I think my brain rumbled a little around, and I like to do collages in black and white and a tiny dab of a red spot or red something someplace at the collage. So I have been in my drawers here and find the different papers I have in, or scraps I have in black and white, and I in fact do have a lot to look at. All these all kinds of scraps from during my years as a collage artist. And I also have another, this is just these plastic file folders or chatex, and in these I have tissue papers, but also black and white. So this is what I will be using for this day's spread here in my altered children's book. And there's a link below in the description box with a playlist for all the other pages I have made in this book, and also a video on how I altered this old children's book. So that is what I think I would say today. Besides that, many of you know my name is Lisbeth, and some of you perhaps don't know, but I'm a Danish abstract mixed media artist who also likes to do all kind of other things. So if you're into slow stitching, jelly printing, collaging, making books, and yeah, you name it, you have come to the right channel. And if you're only interested in one of those things, look for the playlist. That is easy to navigate around in them and find the subjects you perhaps are interested in. Yeah, so I will look at all my papers and take some out of the plastic chatex here and see what we can come up with today. Instead of taking new big sheets as I have here perhaps in the back, I took the one that was lying at the top. And these are all small bits and bobs, so why not try to use them, perhaps to get rid of some of them. And you can see I have a lot of small different things here. So I will take the ones that speaks to me right now and see if I can come up with anything nice. Yeah, that is tissue paper. That's also tissue paper. Perhaps this one. These ones. A nice black one, these dotted ones. I don't think this one, that's more grayish. Yeah, here I apparently have been punching holes into something. There's a gold here on this one, and I don't think I would need gold here, but you never know. But let me see. Yeah, and now I will just start playing and see if I can come up with something I think looks nice with the papers as they are. could be funny to use this as it is and perhaps put it over. Yeah, perhaps over some black instead here. And when I started, I thought I had so many papers, but now I don't think I have enough papers. And that is often the way it is. That could be an option. I like the 2 pages to be as one whole, or the spread to be one big collage and not 2 different ones, not connected. Yeah, that nearly is the right length, so why not put this there? I think this is too big apart, perhaps. Yeah. I think I will look a little more here in my pile for something more. Oh, this is a nice one. This is quite black. I think this is a nice piece also to put in here somewhere. Turn it this way and this way. And I also have this, I think it is some kind of rice paper, to have a strip of that. That could be nice. I don't think I can tear it, so that's why I'm cutting it. So this is better this way. I think I like this side here, but not so much the other side. This is too much. That could be an option. What else do I have? What else do I have? This one here. yeah, I think there's a lot going on here, but I like it. And then I need, yeah, what do I need? I need a little piece up there. And what could that be? Perhaps a piece of this. No, it's the same as this one, so that doesn't work. Oh, I also have this round one I really like. If I could fit it in somewhere. Yeah, perhaps it needs a little more there. And perhaps this is better. I don't know if I like this piece there. Perhaps when I had glued this side down and I get rid of this piece up here, it is better to put that piece down in there instead. And I also have this piece here that, let me see. Yeah, I think I like this one better. And it is a little strange when you put white acrylic paint on this black paper. It nearly always ends up some greenish bluish and not quite white. That must be something in the paper that does it, but I like the colors of it. Yeah, it is now. You have to say, be brave, do something. I also have this small one here. I think I will put this to a side and then start gluing this down first and see how that looks before I do the other side. So on with the gluing. So I will just take my ordinary glue stick here and give it a good amount. And I will say what I always used to say. Don't be precious with your glue stick. I can have a little time so I can place it. And then I will just bench it down. And then I will take the next strip. In this case here, you can see when I'm turning it over in a little moment. And go over there. That there is a white line going down there. And normally I would at once take my Collage and do something about it. But in this case I won't, because I think it looks nice with the black and then the paper is white there. And then there was this piece of paper. And where is the one that was supposed to go in there? Oh, it is here. So I don't know how this will glue. It is some, I think it is some fake rice paper, but we'll see if I can get it to glue down. And of course all the papers here I'm using is papers I have done myself at some point. And they are made by mark making or jelly printing or painting or yeah, whatever I did at that moment. there are many options only using black and white, and I like the graphic look of it, even though some of the patterns are quite organic and not very geometric or so. This is a print from an old doily, I think, and this was made with a chopstick in my... I had paint on my gel plate, and then I just did some acrylic writing. And these here, I can't remember if I just took a big fat Posca pen and did it on a black piece of paper, or I painted with my Posca pen on the gel plate and then lifted it up with black. I can't remember that now. So here is this one. So I'll just take my ruler here. It's a little bigger than the book, but that doesn't matter. And give that a nice big amount of glue, especially on the edges. That's nice. And I will stay a little away from the crease or the gutter here in the book, so I can still close it without doing something to it. Then I can go like this. And yeah, I think that looks nice. And then I will cut the edges clean. Normally I would wait a little until it's dry, but now I'm filming, so I will do it here at once. And I just follow the line from the book. No hocus pocus there. I don't even know if you say hocus pocus in English, but that is something the magicians, when they are doing their acts, they say hocus pocus filiokus. Yeah, that was one page, and I think it would be nice to use this over here, so it will be like one big collage. So I will put it in here someplace, and well, now I can't remember a doodle of what I was doing here, but let us try to do something here. As far as I did remember, this one was sitting up there. Yeah, and this was, I think it was all the way down here. But let us look. There, and then there was this piece where I wanted to use this instead. So just tear a strip of it. This one, perhaps It looks like freckles, small dots. Like this, and then there was all these small pieces down here. And 2 and perhaps this small one there. Yeah, I think I like it like this. So now, which order do I have to glue them down? I think this is the last one, and this one, and this one, and this one. They would go down there, so I will I can't decide if I want just to give it a little quiet something to do that instead of that. So I think I will glue this one down first. I just have a piece of copy paper here beside me to put when I put glue on. And there. And burnish that down. And then there was these ones here. And since this was the top and I want them something like this, they would go. Whoops. Go over it there. And the next one. This one. I think it is a little crooked, so I will just cut the snoot of it off. Again, here there's white edges and I don't mind that. And this piece here, to make most of the crosses like this and glue on it. Not away from the gutter again. Yeah. And this square here. Like this. Yeah. So down with all these papers. There was a lot of them here. And then what was it I decided? I think this was going down here, and then there was this one, and then there was this one. Yeah, that was what I decided. Even though I think I have used a lot of small pieces and papers from my folder here, I don't think you can see I have taken anything out and used it. And that is so incredible. No matter how hard I try to get rid of, no, not get rid of, but use some of all my papers, it doesn't seem to work. They are piling up, but that's probably because I like making papers just for making papers and with no clue about what I will be using them for, but I do like to make papers. So if you have a day you don't know what to do, you can always take your jelly plate and start printing, and automatically something will happen. Yeah, that's nice. And then a piece of this one here. And as these are too small, they will go in the bin. There must be a limit to what to save. But when I have some pieces that I know I not like so much, so I know I won't be using them again, I have a big plastic box I put them in, and this box goes with me when I'm out teaching, so then the students can dig in my big box and perhaps find just that little thing they needed for something in one of those collages they are making. And that makes me happy when I can see a little bit of something I have made in other people's collages. There. And then the last piece here. I think I would turn it over and cut it from the other side. Here. And see, that would go in the bin. Right here under my table. Half of them are always end on the floor, but yeah, it is like it is. So, done with this black and white collage. And I like it, even though there's a lot going on here. And you can see I have still small bits and bobs left here, but perhaps they will end up another place, you never know. There's a lot of them still. And this one I didn't even get to use. Yeah. So in, I should take with them. So now I will look a little on it and see where I could place some red something on this collage. I had this red print here. It is a stencil I have, and don't ask me where I got it from. I can't remember now. But I will try to cut one of these out and see if I can place it somewhere on the one side of the spread, and perhaps I will cut another one out and divide it in two. Oh, that's a little crooked. Let's see if I could put a half one on the other side. This is just an idea. And I like this red here on the black paper. It isn't so screaming in your face red. There's something Japanese about it, I think. So let me see here. I think it is obvious because there's more space up here, and not just put it up there, but I think I would. I don't know if you can see there are two black lines there, and if I put them there, I automatically would put them at the horizon line there, and I think it is too far down. That's why I choose to put the circle the other way around, or so the lines are going that way. Then I can put it further up, and then I have this half one here. I could put it there or there. There. Yeah, I think I like it there most. So this is how this Japanese and my ring inspired black and white collage is going to look. So I'll take it a little up here and see. Base that down, and then the other half. Here, and put that there. You can see it here. So then I will just take my canvas and see if there's places I want to do something, or my pencil or my marker, and see if it needs a little more some places. Looking at it now, I don't think there's anything I want to do on this side, but here I want to do a little more. So let me see here if yeah, that's the black one. And I have my water brush here. I'll just go in here. Like this, and then perhaps I could just highlight the circle shape here with a marker. To give it a lift and more definition. Not much, but just a little. And I think I would do it at the outer ring here too. Like this, yeah, that is all. And then I was thinking about these two crosses, perhaps I could give them a little more white. Like this. Perhaps, yeah, I know I said nothing here, but that inspired me to do this. And I know these are water soluble, but you don't have to put water on them, so I don't think I would put water on them here. Perhaps that is better, making it all black there. And these white lines there and there, I don't mind in this case, because that breaks them up. And there, it could need a white line there perhaps, but I don't think I could do that. Yeah, maybe I can. So, like this. And if you don't like this here in the middle, you can always paint that black if you can get in there. I think it is a little difficult to get in there. Whoops. Perhaps it is better if I take a marker instead. Yeah. Not so it's so screaming paper colored. But yeah, I think I'm done with it. I will take some close-ups of it at the end of the video. So done with this, and I think it went quite quick compared to other times when I'm doing things. And it isn't about how long time you are about doing things. It's about working in your own time. Don't force it, and don't think others are doing it quicker or something like that. It doesn't matter. Enjoy the process. And I don't know if I can call this a product, because this is just a book for my own amusement and for practicing and for showing you different ways to work. So it isn't a product like this, but many times people are so turned on to get finished so they can have a final product, and that sometimes can ruin the joy of doing things and taking it a little slower and see, if I do this and I do that, what happens there, and so on. But sometimes it just ends up going a little quicker than others, and here it was such a limited palette with some spots of red I have decided already, and I have a bunch of papers. So yeah, others would perhaps sit for a much longer time and doing the auditioning, as I call it, but I have done this so many times, so it perhaps goes a little quicker for me. But that isn't the goal, to do it quick. The goal is to do it and enjoy it while you're doing it. But I hope you have got something out of this video. See, this is a way you can work with a quite limited palette, and perhaps you want to give it a try yourself. You don't have to do black and white. You can choose to say black and blue, or red and white, or whatever you fancy to do, and do it that way. Sometimes limitations or dogma rules is a nice thing, because if you set some rules for yourself, or you say I should only use this limited amount of materials or papers or these kinds of things, you only have them, and then you don't have so many options to choose between, and that can sometimes make it much easier if, instead of your whole table is floating around with 117 different art materials. So yeah, that was today, and that was Monday in week 22, and that makes, I can see I need to put it under my big fat brick here when I'm done, to make it flat. But there is one spread left in this book, and this I have already decided I will do in my favorite colors. What I will do is, and so I don't know yet, but I will work with my favorite colors, and then I think I will talk a little more about what the future will bring, because it is my understandings that many of you have liked this way of me showing different kinds of ways to work. But I don't think I can come up with a new thing every time for many more months, but perhaps I can take some of the techniques ahead again and do it a little different, and so I don't know yet, but we will see what the time will bring, and I definitely would end this book with a spread in my favorite colors. But if you like what you have been seeing and you have get some tips and tricks and some ideas for your own work, please give my video a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing my little Danish channel. That would be very helpful of you, and I would appreciate it. Let us spread the good news around for people like us who likes to do all these kinds of things. So take care and be creative, and bye bye for now, and see you next Monday.